Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3. I'm your other host, Calvin. We're just about done actually mechanizing the whole frickin' army. It's been like a year and a half, maybe. Something along those lines. Hell, I have a spare infantry. Alright. So we'll toss it on somewhere. Sometimes things get lost in the upgrade process. Don't ask me why. It's a bug, I assume. I didn't actually queue any spare things for production. It's all upgrades. So, yeah, I've mechanized my whole army. I don't know what to say, other than holy crap. I've also given up on producing officers. Italy's canceled our trade agreements. Oh no, those jerks. So, things are interesting. The British are in trouble in some areas. It's looking pretty bad in Asia. Germany, as you can see, has also managed to, in some areas, make significant advances and has come to a complete halt in others. I have no idea who's going to win in the long run with that. But, either way. With the completion of this mechanized army on the 5th of December, I am pleased to announce it is finally time for us to enter the Second World War. Alright. Okay. Really? No, you. No, you get this whole thing. There. That is in your theater. I guess that's probably why the AI has been so fuzzy lately. It's got some problems. Either way. We have no estimated enemy power. Because, you know, the entire enemy army is God knows where. Here. So, we got a couple of objectives. We're looking at Danzig, Berlin, Prague, Rome, Napoli, and Taranto. Hell, you know what? Let's focus on as many major Italian cities as we can. Alright. Well, where? Anyone short any number of things? You apparently didn't get a mechanized unit. That's a problem. Alright. Okay, so we're mostly mechanized. There we go. Like I said, they get lost sometimes. It's weird. Also, I'm building a rocket test site. I had extra leadership, so I threw into some rocket development, and I'm working towards radar-guided technologies. Getting, you know, aero engine up is easy. And radar is taking a little while, but we're getting there. We're developing radar 3 now, actually. And now that we've mechanized the army, I dare say it's time we threw this in to the mix. A lot of tactical bombers. I do love me some tac bombs. Alright. So the First Navy. Yeah, Kludge has a lot on it. Third Air Wing. Okay. I think I gave the AI the ability to reorganize that at some point, and it took so liberally. Okay, so we've got almost all of it reorganized. I'm sorry. It was hard figuring out what needed to be reorganized. And mechanized. Oh well. Prioritize reinforcement. Get everything working. Actually prioritize upgrades. The upgrades are important right now. I hate to say it, but we need to try and upgrade. Okay, artillery stuff is done. Good. We have too many Texases right now. Throw that up there. That's fine. We're getting there. Light tank gun too far ahead. Excellent. There. That means... we can get back into the business of producing some officers. Like I said, right now I'm focusing a lot on what I can on upgrades, as they tend to be pretty important. Industrial production advance. Good. Yeah, we have a lot of techs that I've just been forcing through right now, which is good. It is good. We also need to develop close air support, which I believe we're doing. Yes, good. Because I want radar-guided missiles and bombs and a lot of aircraft. I'm not going to have it for now, but I think we're about good. Alright. Gentlemen, you have your objectives. Without further ado, I present the Danubian idea. Dun 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 dun. We've annexed Slovakia. But Germany has declared war on us. We have laid claim to the Austrian and Czechoslovakian regions. Yeah, you know, heavy industrial emphasis sounds good right now, actually, because of the supply throughput, actually. It's, I've been having some supply issues, so a little extra supply throughput could help. We've lost the effects of neutrality. But we did, at some point, because the Slovakians rose up, get veteran army, finally. Which helps. You think, land organization increase? Hey, why not? What stance are you currently in? You are in a prepare stance. No, we want you in a blitzing stance. Go. Now, we've seen German blitzkriegs, but the question is, how do they compare to Balkan blitzkriegs? Well, assuming my men carry out the orders, which, with any luck, they will, I want Prague. Oh no, it's right next to Prague, apparently. Oh, well, close enough. In territory that will capture is the automotive industry. Actually, very important. What do ball bearings do again? Repair speed, that's right. This one in particular, the automotive industry, reduces armor build time. And since everything I have is now considered armored, for the most part, I believe, it's always hard to say what that is. What? Oh. Good job. Yeah. So that's a problem. Can't actually go through the Soviet territory. Can I get military access? No. Short answer is no. Oh, hey, look, it's the Americans. You know, historically, the Americans showed up in Italy, and they basically, how to say in a polite fashion, screwed everybody else over to get the prestige of trying to capture Rome. Which I find amusing. And now the Americans have shown up here. What took your asses so long? Yeah, there's practically nothing right now, which is why I put Danzig as an objective. Because I do want to try and blitz and close the corridor. If I can, even for a moment, close the corridor, the Germans are screwed. That's their supplies. They'll find their supply line cut. And it will not be good for them. I threw my guys into a blitzing stance to try and just make them move as fast as possible without covering their flanks. Because I think we'll be fine without them. Our flanks are hardly necessary. Alright. Light artillery advance. Always nice. Oh, good lord. I have a lot of stuff out here. It's ahead of its time. Small arms and artillery carriage and sights. 9. Jeez. Good stuff there. Alright. So, as a comparison now, not bad. A toughness of 7 and a defensive of 6. It's nowhere near mechanized, as you can tell, but that's the thing. That's fine. It's not supposed to be anywhere mechanized. And now, oh yeah, we're in the Allies. We have access to all the strategic resources, including Detroit's auto industry, aluminum for a little air build speed, if we ever actually build anything. God knows. Oh dear. Okay, we don't need anywhere near that much now. Pump into that. Right now I think we're still working on getting those secret techs going. Alright, looks like the Germans are starting to show up a little bit. But I have a feeling I'm taking a heck of a lot of pressure right off, right off the Soviet back, as it were. Yeah. I have a feeling the Germans are now engaging in pretty much a retreat. Right back across the countryside. The other reason I want to ensure that I close the corridor here, and if at all possible, claim the remainder of Poland. I can liberate Poland, can't I? Oh. No, I actually need Warsaw before I can do that. Okay, that's fine. HQ. Ensure that we find Warsaw. There's Warsaw. There we go. Push for that as well. We'll liberate the Poles. In particular, we need to make sure we get Warsaw before the Soviets do. And I don't want to find out how quick the Soviets can move. But to be fair, I do believe I've just blitzkrieged the hell out of them. In the most literal sense. I am pretty certain this will end in the encirclement of the entire German army. Well, depending on how you define encirclement. I mean, cut off from Berlin. And facing off against the Soviets, that's a pretty nice encirclement, I think. I'm willing to define that as an encirclement. Some agriculture advance, always useful. Alright, I'm going to lay back a little bit here. Drop from blitzing to attacking. Like, try and form some kind of cohesive attack. We don't need to go completely crazy. As it turns out, the Italians have all showed up. Don't know what the hell. I guess probably because of the landing here or something. Either way. I take it the AI has been using the Navy. Yeah, that's nice. Unfortunately, their convoys are too well escorted for us to hit. Which is fine. And good. We have Ravorek. Okay, we can lose Praha as an objective. Don't need Prague. Well, we do, but, you know, we have it now. There we go. We're still blitzing towards Danzig and Berlin pretty well, I'd say. In fact, we are almost to Berlin. The Italians are holding us from Warsaw, which is unfortunate. And it doesn't look like the German advance has retreated so much as it just has kind of stopped. Not sure what's up with that. On the other hand, like I say, looks like, wow, we've even got some encirclements going here. Good, good. That's what I like to see. Drop the need for any of that. And call all forces to active duty. I need to attack, get to Rome now. I think Berlin is our glory, though. Indeed. Already, the Germans are restless. Looks like I'm not the only one with a fully mechanized army, America. Republican Spain's pushed into southern France. They're reorganizing, I guess. And I do believe we're about ready to have completely cut off the German army from supplies at this point. I mean, they're forcing anything that they can't move through the convoys through this province. That's a choke and a half. It looks like it's going to fall pretty quickly. Like, at this point, it's all exposed convoys. Which, with any luck, is good enough. Now, engine 2. Now, engine 2. Radar 3 is required. Radar 3 check. Assault concentrations. Yeah, probably overdue. Agriculture. Assault concentration and drain tank weapons. Got it. Clear that out. Yeah, we don't even need to do that much research anymore. Oh dear. I've been doing my best for it. You know what? Throw a light bomb on. Throw the fuel tank on. Sure. Alright. But yeah, I do believe that's the cut. There we go. God knows we're neglecting certain parts of the Eastern Front, but unfortunately we don't actually have the troops for this. What I was hoping now is Germany comes in like or Russia comes in like a wrecking ball. Because, you know, Germany should not have enough forces to do anything here. And that was the Battle of Warsaw we finally won. And we siege in Berlin. Good. Looks like Berlin is ours. And is Warsaw. In that case, without further ado, I proclaim Poland liberated. Yes. We've liberated Poland, everybody. Aha. And now the Poles can join us. There. Liberated Poland. How about that? And Berlin. It has fallen. Excellent. Wow. Germany's cooked. 72% surrender progress already. How the hell is Italy still not surrendered, by the way? Jeez. You'd think by now they'd have given in, but apparently not. Crafty bastards. Give them that. But it looks like a lot more is just continuing to fall all over the place. In all seriousness, I'm kind of concerned that this line isn't moving. On the other hand, if we have a look here, there are still some pretty significant VP points. I feel like if we get those, like that whole Rhineland is actually a VP point in of itself. I feel like if we can nab some more, we can maybe force it to end. Berlin's a 30-pointer, though. Leningrad's 20 points, Moscow's 30 points, Stalingrad is 10 points. Yeah. So, like, if we hit some of the more important ones like Leipzig, Hanover isn't really important. Stuttgart. Dusseldorf. Yeah. There's barely any German resistance at this point. I mean, half the ports up here have become unguarded, it looks like. Even the Spanish can seem to move more or less unharmed. Yeah. Good. Oh wow, has Germany surrendered? Yes, they have. So I have an interesting little thing here that I can do. Once Germany's reached a certain surrender progress, that is 75%, I have a nice little event here that I can do. Which allows me to make peace and just walk away with Czechoslovakia and Austria. I don't think I'm willing to necessarily do that, though. Like, as nice as it is. Okay. Cut the fight down there. It's no longer needed. Like, that's fine now. All hands, head to the German front. I'm willing to let the Italian front just sit. Because we are now pretty much engaging the Germans head-on. And unfortunately, I don't know how well we can do that. I'm thinking we're going to switch over to a defensive stance now. I'm almost going to go to withdraw and just, like, fall back. Let's do defensive. Keep air on offensive. We haven't even produced any air because we're still upgrading everything. Upgrading everything. Which isn't necessarily bad, just, you know, upgrading everything. To the point we aren't reinforcing properly. Which is concerning. But hey, we're getting stronger and stronger with these upgrades. And we did eventually reach Danzig. I feel like we can actually just press the Germans at this point. It looks like the line is starting to crumble finally. I guess the Polish don't have any soldiers. Nice of me to liberate them and all, but, you know. Ah, well. Very good. That was Italy. 76%. Not bad. Unfortunately, I've still been concerned about Japan this whole time. But it looks like the British managed to punch through here and actually start fighting. Hopefully they're successful in their endeavor, because I don't know how much I can really do against Japan for the Allies. Like, I opened a hell box here. And I've managed to, you know, pretty much smash the Germans. Not necessarily by fighting them, but by blitzing them. Like, I've out-blitzed them. Like, the Finns are coming down here to fight me now. That is how slim Germany is on soldiers right now. I'm tempted just to tag over to them, see how much manpower they have left. I'll bet it's nothing. I will bet it is nothing. So under progress is 85% in climbing. Yep, we've even reached the Rhineland. If we can make for Dusseldorf, I think it's the end. Unfortunately, German unity tends to be pretty high, so it'll take a little while, and a lot of conquering to actually get them, but I think we'll be okay. You know, I do sometimes believe that the AI is terrible at this. It's not necessarily a bad belief to have, really. But you know, we're losing and winning various battles. Got it. Like, I swapped over to a defensive stance. I do want to try and keep things calm. I'm tempted to just have one group go to Paris, just for the purpose of liberating the French. Nah, I'll let the Spanish have that one. They are allowed all they wish. And on the plus side, the American tanks and stuff have begun to arrive on the Polish front. I've held it for long enough. Backup finally arrived. Italy hasn't moved much on that surrender progress bar. Whereas Germany's at 92% and falling. Needless to say, if I reach Dusseldorf, it's over. Or if I reach Danzig, I guess. I think Danzig's important. Vesuvius erupts. Huh. That's from the scene from Naples. Although this eruption is not the volcano's most powerful, several villages near its base have suffered extensive damage. That was unexpected. Yeah, alright. That's like a sign that Italy's dead, right? They still hold 40% of the victory points. They are ahead of us somehow. How, I'm not sure. But, nonetheless. Alright. Change your orders here. You're going for whatever remaining... Is that German? That is German. That is a German province. Go for it. That's 13 victory points there. Go for Dusseldorf and Euskirchen. Assuming we acquire that, it's over for the Germans. Change tactics. Go direct to blitzing. I want Dusseldorf and whatever the hell that is, mine now. And anything else we can get while we're at it. Because I think Germany surrenders to me now, right? The easiest way to kill Germany is let them dull their blade on the Soviet menace. Alright, not bad. This is an extra long episode. 99.7%. It's over. It ends now. I didn't expect this would be so easy. I was expecting a little more resistance. But I guess the Germans were literally sitting there giving it their all, huh? %. Hell, at this point they might just be bombed into submission. Who knows? Oh. Don't crash. You better not crash. There we are. The Allies have achieved their victory conditions. Oh dear. We enforced conquer on Germany. Finland is all over the place. There's even Ethiopia. And what remains? The Allies have achieved their victory conditions. So let's look at the victory conditions. We're at 13 out of 15. With the last two victory conditions being that neither Italy nor Japan is Axis or Comintern. That's not bad. Everyone is an Allies member. The Soviets have gotten, you know, all their shit back pretty much. Except for various parts. But I have a feeling I'll be cleaned up right the hell away. But we're going to continue. I don't think we're done yet. We have a lot still to do. First things first. Politics. Can I create... Is it create puppet? No? I thought Liberate Country said it would liberate as a puppet. Yes. Give France back its shit. Germany is now a government in exile, among other things. But more importantly, we have lots of countries that we get to liberate. Haha. You might have gotten Rome, America, you jerks. But I got the rest of Europe. Mine. To liberate. Yes. I can't do Germany defeated now. Sad face. Oh dear lord, I have all the leadership. Belgium. Netherlands. And Luxembourg. So the Low Countries are ours. Japan enforced conquer on the Netherlands. Oops. Technicality, right? Technically a government in exile. Oh well. I would say that's pretty good. Unfortunately, Japan still poses quite the threat. I talked about this already, but, like, all the US islands around here have all been captured by the Japanese. Except for Hawaii. It's the only place left. So I have concern. I have great quantity of it, actually. And considering the Axis powers are pretty much shattered... Wow. Germany's influencing people? I have a strange feeling. I don't have much problem. Not at all. No. Hey. Sweet. The U.S. is giving me extra industrial capacity just to make sure that I have enough. Love you guys. Alright. I'd say that went pretty well. We're still... Alright, there we are. Looks like Genoa will finally fall. Will that be enough to finally bring down the Italians? No. Where are their victory points? Palermo. I guess we don't have them anywhere near enough. Napoli is big and important. But yeah. Has Ethiopia not been liberated, by the way? Like, really? They're gone. France is annexed to Vichy France. Now the U.S. has colonies. Seems legit. Seems legit. And the Balkan Federation controls, you know, pretty much Germany now. There's some partisan support, not much. Nice. And so, Italy has now fallen too. So, that leaves 20.5% of the victory points unaccounted for. I would go help Finland, but I think the Soviets have that under control. Like, let's face it. Damn, son. We did it. The Germans have been defeated. Ouch. I think an extra 56 IC or so, just out of the Americans. Thanks. Now we're just mass building tack bombers, among other things. How close are we to these radar-guided things? We just need radar 3, don't we? Huh? Go figure. The problem is we still have nothing to research. The problem is I didn't anticipate getting this much leadership, that's for sure. Yeah. Damn. Well, okay, at least that's on April 20th, and we can research multi-role fighter development, which doesn't take us anywhere. Oh dear. I suppose the logical thing to do would be to get things along here. I mean, it's 5 to 10% depending. Refining efficiency's meh. I don't need that. I've got way more than enough fuel myself. Governments are in exile, but we do not control their capitals. I see. So now the only thing to do is beat the Japanese. The question is, how can I do that? Well, let's see if I can get transit rights from the Soviet Union. No. We don't have any nearby basing. I'm pretty certain. Alright, at least you got Midway back. The question is, what's the distance we're talking here to 3,000 kilometers. I'm pretty certain I cannot get bombers that can go that far. I'm trying to think of ways to help. Yeah, the US has shown up in full force, haven't they? Damn. That name's big. Anyway, I think it's about time we ended today's episode. I've liberated most of Europe, and the Allies are back together. And we now control 51% of the world's victory points. And now, with the Axis shrinking in number, most countries are drifting towards the Allies. Really, Sweden? Okay, yeah, that's about right then. Japan's trying to force them into the Axis, I guess. I don't know why. Oh no, they're aligning towards the Axis. Really? That's spooky. Either way, the Axis are about finished, though. Operation Zeppelin. Babadag. Babadag. I was going to say, I'm pretty certain we have Operation Zeppelin. That's the invasion of the Balkans by the Allies that got called off. Never happened historically. But either way, good, clean that up. Which leaves Operation Zeppelin complete, no? 14 out of 15. Our last objective in this game is to ensure that Japan is not the Axis or the Comintern. Well, that's okay. I think we're done. Or, I suppose Operation Unthinkable is always on the table. I mean, let's face it, do I have the power to fight the Soviets? Not with this big of a border. And again, the US and the Spanish and hopefully British and French would help. Hopefully. Yeah, needless to say, things are looking interesting right now. Holy shit, you took Singapore back. Maybe I don't have to do lift a finger. Maybe Japan will fall apart on its own. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode, everybody. This might be the last one, I don't know. Probably. Hey, Iceland's a thing. I guess I liberated it. Oh well. Suck it, Denmark. I liberated Iceland. Yeah, wow, I'm just amazed at what I have here. It's magic. It's magical. Well, that's going to do it, folks. Thank you, everybody, for watching. As always, this has been your lovely, lovely host, Calvin, signing off.